Today we're going to make some fish tacos to die for. Hey everybody, Hunter, Fisher, Trapper, Trader, Guide, Scout, and Interpreter, and Country Cook. Steve Hall here in Nashville, Tennessee, along with pretty Miss Sheila behind the camera. Hi, Sheila.
Hello.
Man, today we're going to make some fish tacos. I love to fish, and I love this little fish taco recipe because it's got a couple little twists to it. And I kind of got this recipe from my cousin Dave growing up in Iowa, and we'll get to that part in just a second. But I got some crappie here. Lucky enough to be close to a lake where we can catch some crappie and some bluegill, and I know the folks up in Minnesota, man, you can make this out of walleye, northern pike. And if you don't get a chance to fish, don't worry about it. Just go to the store and get you some tilapia, cut that little brown strip out of the middle, and leave it in long strips so it'll fit in one of these beautiful yellow corn tortillas. And come on over here, we'll show you what we're going to do. Now I'm going to make these out of yellow corn tortillas, and I bought the super size because I wanted to get them big enough to make a nice taco. Sheila likes crunchy ones. She likes those hard shells, and I don't. I like soft shell. So we're going to make soft shell just for this recipe, but if you want to just go to the store and pick up a box of taco shells, you can get away with that as well. But we're going to put these on the griddle just long enough to heat them up. We're also going to lay our fish, even though we fried it earlier and put it on a paper towel, I want to put it on there just to kind of warm it up some. And while those are getting right with the world, let me tell you what is in this beautiful little bowl. Can you see that, Sheila?
Yes.
This has got diced tomatoes, diced onions, 50-50, half red onions, sweet red onions, and half sweet white onions. And now, I'm not a big red onion fan, but I'm learning to like them in more and more recipes that we do. I got some diced avocados in there and a little bit of cilantro all mixed up. And this is going on top of our tacos. But I'm not going to tell you what's in here until we get ready to build it, which it looks like we're getting real close here. We just want to warm these up. We don't really want to brown them or anything. You get a little handy dandy bowl. Put these in. In fact, I'm going to turn my griddle off. And I'm going to take one of these and lay it in here. Let me get the other one off of here and put it off to the side along with the fish. I'm going to leave the piece of fish on there that I'm going to use to start with. And like I said, tilapia, the fillet, if you'll just cut it down the middle, the big side fits perfect for these tacos. So first thing we're going to do, obviously, is just lay that little rascal in there. This is this little bowl I was telling you about. This is my cousin Dave Groen's flavor. He likes to use cabbage. He said just go get yourself a bag of coleslaw mix, or you can shred cabbage up, and just pick out them carrots and the big chunks. He said that brings out so much more flavor to your fish tacos if you'll use cabbage instead of lettuce. That was kind of the little tip I was wanting to talk about. We're going to add just a little bit of cheese. Now you can just buy that cheese in the store shredded, either taco cheese I think it's called, or Mexican blend, that kind of thing. And then we're going to turn it up just a little notch, because when I go get tacos I always have them put sour cream on them. I just like that little dab of dewy sour cream. And here is our little bowl of wonderment here that we did with the tomatoes, the two types of onions, the avocados, the cilantro, with the how do I edit that? I guess I don't. Cilantro, that's what I was trying to say, so I'm just going to leave it in there. I don't care. Anyway, now we're going to put a little topping on top of here. And I went and bought some taco sauce, and I didn't care for it. It was too thin. So then I went in the kitchen, I got a little bit of my favorite salsa, and I mixed that in there. Then I even took a teaspoon of this and dumped it in, and this is what we've got for a topping. Right here. Then to make it real special, we got one more little item. This is what I want to put on top. We got our crappie. We have our cabbage, the Dave Groen factor. We got our cheese. We got this wonderful mix that we made here. Our homemade salsa goodies to go on top. Then we quartered up a lime. You got to give it just a little drizzle of lime on top. And there you have fish tacos to die for. Let me make another one here. All right, let's do this again. A little bit of that Dave grown cabbage on his fish tacos. A little bit of cheese in there. A little bit of sour cream. Little dab will do you. I got just enough for these two out of there. Perfect. And this gorgeous stuff. Boy, this stuff just smells good with that cilantro. Did I pronounce it right this time, Sheila?
You did.
Last time I struggled. I'm going to leave it in there. Then our little homemade taco sauce that we whipped up out of a couple store brand things, and a little bit of this. Now in these goodies right here, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can put in jalapenos, you can give a little bit of hot sauce and spice it up, but Sheila won't eat it. If it's not doable for the kids or Sheila, don't make it that way. Let me see if I can fit this in alongside the other one. Looky there. Serve that up to somebody and they're going to love you and probably go fishing with you next time. Serve up some fish tacos to your family and friends. Go out and get you some corn tortillas. Whip up this little blend with the tomatoes and the two types of onions, white and red, but both sweet. Some avocado, some cilantro, now that I know how to pronounce it today. I don't know, my mouth was stuck earlier. And don't forget the secret ingredient, because when they eat that fish taco, they're going to wonder, what is that sweet crunch? Don't tell them it's not lettuce. It's cabbage in there. And all the other goodies, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I know this is not a hard shell, but you want to try one?
I sure do.
All right, here we go. One little tag at the end of this video: we never make you go to a website to get the recipe. We put it in the description box below, so you can just click on show more or whatever and it drops down. You can just highlight it, paste it onto a piece of paper and print it. It'll always be there. Easy to get the recipe, and I'll put all the ingredients for everything down there. By the way, the little Shotgun Red's face will pop up over here in a second. I hope you slide your mouse up there, click on it, subscribe to our channel. We're going to throw another recipe over here, something we think you might be interested in. And is this the best fish taco with a little bit of Iowa Dave grown cabbage on it you ever ate? If it ain't, it ought to be. We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Thank you, Sheila.
You're welcome.